Right, do you want to get all your any heavy sighing out the way?
There'll be heavy sighing during the show, 100%.
What do you mean?
There may be some tears.
Well, this morning there was a lot of heavy sighing.
Was there?
I felt so bad.
Well, you made it into the podcast studio.
Listen,
You're
I'm here.
alive.
That's impressive.
I am.
And I actually thought last night we weren't going to have a podcast because he was in
Did
bed.
you?
He was in bed going,
No.
I don't know if
This
I
is
can...
Kate's famously sympathetic to.
Oh, I'm very
any of
sympathetic.
them.
I know what it's like to do a weekend in Ibiza and not get much sleep. I'm very sympathetic.
Do you understand what the word sympathy means?
No.
Right, fine.
Does that look like sarcasm?
Yeah.
I'm very sympathetic.
I think I've been a very sympathetic wife, but now we're on the pod, so I'm going to absolutely rinse him. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Boj and Kate have a lot on their plate.
Welcome to Boj and Kate have a lot on their plate inside the podcast pavilion today. Shirley from the Square. She's fresh, she's clean, she's had a lovely bath. She's a fluffy little doggy. Myself, Kate Lawler, hello. Feeling top of the pops after a very chilled weekend, relaxing and drinking nothing but water, kombucha and tea and coffee. Nick, how are you feeling?
Look, I'm okay. I mean, as usual, I gave it a nudge over the weekend, but I don't think as much as this guy.
I gave it a shove.
You
Yeah.
gave it a shove.
Let's move on to the man who's fighting for his life and is operating on around 3% battery.
Yes.
I'm amazed. He somehow looks 25.
He looks fine.
But also you look 85
Can
at
I
the same
request
time.
that for the camera this week, you just put up a picture of a skeleton
corpse.
instead of me, so you can't see me. It's just a skeleton this week.
Yeah, or one of those, in the Michael Jackson Thriller video, one of the guys, the zombies that comes out from the ground.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So that's how he's feeling, but you still managed to look handsome.
Yeah.
Is it a new
Cheery.
sweater you're wearing for the pod today?
I bought it a couple of weeks ago. I just needed something cosy today
That's
because obviously
nice.
where I've been has been warm, and today is not warm, is it?
How are you feeling? You look like you've seen things. The handsome's been on a stag in Ibiza for my brother.
Yeah. So look, no one believes me, but the reason I feel this bad is food poisoning. Not Ibiza poisoning, food poisoning. Because the last night we went, right, we're going to have a nice quiet one. I went out with your dad, a few of the boys. There were 6 of us. We went down to the port.
Yep.
Beautiful old town, right?
Yep. Oh,
If you
Ibiza
know-
Old Town's
If you know
lovely.
Ibiza Old Town, and there's loads of restaurants down there, they're like, please come in, 2 for 1, da-da-da-da, all this. That was Spanish-ish.
Yep.
Anyway, we found this little place. It was quite quiet, but it looked beautiful. Looked at the menu. The menu was really short. So, it wasn't
like small
great.
menu. Like,
Small menu, like
Yeah.
10 items.
Oh,
Good.
sorry, the actual menu physically wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't physically
okay, I thought it was
short.
like a
I
miniature.
couldn't see it.
So we had really lovely wine, some really nice starters,
Yep.
and they had 2 pastas, and one of them said pasta with 2 tomatoes, which didn't really sell it. I guess it means 2 types of tomatoes rather than literally 2 tomatoes.
Yeah, I'd have gone for that one.
issue.
And the other one was a prawn pasta, and I was like, I'll have the prawn pasta.
You sent me a photo of that. It looked very nice.
But the prawns didn't look that cooked, did they?
I thought they did.
They looked a bit, well, they felt a bit sashimi. And the rest of the boys they avoided them.
Really?
Oh, did
But
they?
obviously I'm quite greedy and I like food. So not only did I have the prawns, my brother-in-law Lee was there and I finished his as well. Because he wasn't eating it. I was like, I'll have yours, Lee. I'm starving.
Interesting.
So I had double portions. Anyway, we had a few drinks. We got into bed by about 1, so not too bad. Next morning I woke up, I was like, not premium. I said, Lee, how are you? He goes, I had to use the loo a couple of times in the night. Anyway, I got up and I got down for breakfast and I was like, I'm sweating. I'm not
Oh
feeling
no, was
good.
it like the podcast last week?
Worse. Definitely worse
Crikey.
than that. And I was like, I'm not good. And I think I went to the loo about 8 to 10 times.
But here's
yesterday.
the thing. If you've got food poisoning, you throw up. You sick.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Not necessarily.
I thought that was the
It
one
can
thing.
come. It wasn't like the worst food poisoning I could get. If it was really bad, then it would have been out the sunroof.
I think your body
Rather
was
than the
just
boot.
like, enough.
No, you don't know
Stop.
anything. Can you? No, hold on, wait. You are the worst person for any kind of medical ailment.
So funny.
This morning, I said to her, God, I was drinking Powerade yesterday. She goes, that's probably what made you ill. I was like, I drank it to make myself better.
Excuse me.
I've never
I
seen
did not say
I've never seen
that's
anyone
probably what made you
with
ill.
less knowledge comment with more conviction and confidence
The
about
shit
stuff.
that's in Powerade, you said you drank all those neon blue drinks. I mean, that's going to ruin your stomach.
So it's
mate.
got electrolytes and like sugar and stuff like that, things that I need. I asked ChatGPT, I was on ChatGPT, I was like, help, what do I drink? It was like electrolytes, Powerade, all that. I was like, brilliant.
Yeah, but you didn't say help. I've got IBS. I'm on the FODMAP diet.
No, it knows all of
It
that
knows
already.
all that. It's
Because I
like
paid for it.
Yeah.
It's not for you where it's like, who are you? What are you doing? You've run out of credits. Pay more money.
It always says, can you tell me your age and what, like
Kate's
your
always trying to
weight
make
and your
AI
height?
pictures of like Baxter and Shirley. She just runs out of credit. Just make it. Turn Baxter into a unicorn. Can you make Shirley an angel? Can you put them together on like a beach? No, I've got to pay more. I don't want to do that. Anyway,
so true.
so yesterday was absolutely horrendous. Everyone left early to the airport, and at least I got to stay by the pool all day.
Yep.
I had a little sleep. I felt better. I did some work. The flight was delayed, which wasn't so bad. We were 15 minutes from the airport, so I could wait in the sun for longer and longer. But then I got better, then I got a bit worse. And then you get to the airport and you're like, I literally had 2 cheese and ham sandwiches. That's all I could face.
Do you know what? I'm really disappointed.
What do you mean?
I'm disappointed
That's
because
not the only story from Ibiza.
but you've been on a stag do
Yeah.
to Ibiza.
And
And
got-
you've come back and told a story about food poisoning. I expect better.
I'm telling the first story that's most relevant to now.
Boring. No one wants to know about food poisoning. No one wants to know what happened on the
I'm
stag.
going back. I'm going back to Ibiza,
Go.
where all those women I spoke to really appreciated me. I knew that would wind you up. You know, I was talking to your dad this weekend. It was funny. I was like, because all the,
That's what I want to hear about.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Dezzy does Ibiza.
Big Dezzy does Ibiza.
all the I say this, there were 22 lads there. Very
22?
well. 22, yeah. Big
thought-
big party.
Wow. My
Everyone
brother's-
was so
my
well
brother.
behaved. They talk about their family, their kids. Really good bunch,
Yeah.
right? None of the kind of reprobates. Love a drink, will stay out late, but everyone behaves, right? And
Good.
we were talking about, that's why, because there's a picture, right? So I didn't go to Nikki Beach the second day because I was hungover. That I fully own that, right? They all
Not a
went
bit-
to Nikki Beach.
not a
She was
bad
the only
point.
one that didn't make Nikki
And-
Beach.
Is he?
And so they went for a day timer, and Des was there, and Des was chatting to some birds, right? Completely innocent. They come and spoke to him because Des is 74. Des is Kate's dad, and people know. Des is 74. It's a novelty to see a 74-year-old out in Ibiza,
Yeah.
right?
Stag.
Without beads and crystals and like
True.
And a
that's-
grey beard.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
hippies
yeah.
are there.
Yeah.
So they're like, who is this like relatively normal man with this incredible tan? So they went and spoke to him. Anyway, they took some pictures and they sent it to the group. So I forwarded it to
Who's
Kate.
they took some pictures of the girls?
No, one of the lads.
Right, okay.
One of the lads.
Not the girls.
The stags, the stag group. So they took some pictures, sent it to the group, and I forwarded it to Kate, being like, I'm not sending this to your family group. I'm sending this to you so you can see what your dad's up to. You'll find it funny. What does Kate do?
Forward to the family.
She forwards it straight into the family group where she knows her mum will be furious.
Cat amongst the pigeons.
I'm sorry,
You
but
did-
my
you
mum
deliberately
cannot
chucked the
be
grenade in.
cross with 2 women chatting to dad. He's 74.
Okay.
Like, what is
But
her
you
problem?
knew- but you're-
Grow up, Sylv.
You're saying she shouldn't be angry.
She shouldn't be
I've talked a
angry.
lot more than I expected to on this podcast already, I'll tell you that. You're saying she shouldn't be angry, but she will be angry. So it doesn't matter what you want to happen.
She was like, I haven't even heard from your father. And I was like, but he's been checking in on the group WhatsApp, mum. And then my twin sister was like, she'll always stick up for my mum. She was like, he should have messaged her privately.
Brilliant.
And then my elder sister says, but he messaged on the group, mum. And also, people are going to chat to him because they think he's a ledge. He's 74, he's in Ibiza, he's having the
Yeah.
time of his life, and he's going to nightclubs. People are like, you're a fun guy.
We were talking about jealousy.
happened.
And he was like, oh yeah, I bet my Kate's very jealous. And I was like, she can be. She can be very jealous
Oh, when have I ever been jealous?
on this podcast. And other times.
I'm always joking.
I remember once in the very early days of our
Yeah, the
relationship.
very early days of our relationship, I didn't know you, babes. I didn't know you. I didn't trust you. I didn't have
animated
any
she is.
idea if you were going to break my heart. Cut to us being engaged, married, and got a child. I'm happy for you to go to Ibiza and chat to all the birds. I don't care. Because you know what? I'm finally confident that if you were to leave,
Yeah.
I would be okay.
What? No.
I would be
That's the
okay.
wrong way around.
That's the wrong way.
That's
What do you
not the moral of the story here.
It feels like you've worked yourself up to this point.
Yeah.
No, I will be
It's-
okay.
It's like
because
you've
I-
almost gone past jealousy. You're like, I'm actually waiting for you to leave.
No, because
Piss
I
off.
used to be like, oh my God, I could never live without you. But I'm like,
Oh, so now you can live without me.
I'm just like, if he does it, then he's out the door and I'll never see him again.
Okay.
And I'll
right.
make your life hell,
What you
so-
should. Okay. Yeah. Definitely not jealous. What your moral should be is I trust him so much that I know he will never do anything.
I do. I trust you so much now. That's what I said. I didn't trust you at the beginning. Had no idea if you were going to break my heart.
That's not what you said. That's what I said.
I said at the beginning I didn't know you. I didn't trust you. And I didn't know if you were going to break my heart.
But what did you say after that?
Well, now I know
Now
you.
you can just leave.
No, I said, now I know you, I trust you. Okay, I should have said, now I know you, I trust you. I know you're not going to cheat
What
me.
you did there
However,
is you did the
if
defence
do-
mechanism. You went, well, if you leave, I don't care. My heart is fine. What you should have said is, I trust you. The way.
I trust
The
you.
way.
No way.
Anyway,
I trust you.
Good. I'm glad. And I trust
Implicitly.
you.
And I trust that you'll go to Ibiza and chat to women. Like, it's just part and parcel of being a grown-up.
Listen,
isn't
they
it?
come up and chat to you, but I'm always
God,
like,
Oh, here
so
we go.
popular. The women just
I'm
flocked
like this.
to me.
I'm like-
I mean, there was a queue. I had to say just one at a time.
Look at her.
One at a time, girls.
so round up. I was like, here's my wife and kid. He's like, no, I love her. My wife, she's fine. She's a bit argumentative, a bit jealous.
Did you
I tell
change-
you what.
You didn't change the screen on your phone while you're away?
What was my screen? It's this one. Me and Noah.
Okay, cute. Just
And
checking.
I'm out with my wedding ring. Everyone
okay,
knows.
okay.
Listen, I'm like,
checking.
bang, see?
bang. I'm
who did I
bang.
bump?
Talk to me about
bang.
no, just no.
I bumped into.
I'll be taking mine off for Palmer next week.
You do what you want. I can live without you. There you go. You happy?
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, exactly. How does it feel now? I bumped into Mum and a Mike.
Oh,
Mum and a Mike.
If I hit the mic.
Jane Dowden.
yeah, Jane,
You know,
lovely
she
Jane.
Was, she was lovely. She was there with her friends.
She's my friend. She said, I've just bumped into your husband. I promise you I'm not a stalker, but I was like, that's Kate's husband. I got to go and say hello.
Yeah, it was in Pikes, and we were just walking through, and this woman comes up. She goes, "Are you Kate's husband?" And I have had that before because no one recognises me for me because obviously I'm not like who would. And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, I'm not a stalker," and I was like, "Bad start."
Bad start.
And she was like, "I know Kate. I went to the BAFTAs with her," and I was like, "Oh yes, you're." I couldn't remember. She was like, "Mum and a Mike," but then she was like really a bit like, "Oh, Mum and a." It's weird to introduce yourself. She was like Jane.
As your name on the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's
I was
called
like,
Mum
yeah.
and Mike. She should just change her name. Everyone knows her as Jane.
Yeah, no,
I quite like that
she
she's
was
Mum.
really lovely, and she like loads of people coming up to say hello to her in Pikes.
Yeah, she's
Obviously, home ground.
Oh yeah, of
for her
course.
audience.
Yeah, very London.
Pikes is
centric.
brilliant.
Is
If
it?
you've
You've never been, have you?
Never
Nick?
been.
Nick,
Brilliant.
we've got to take you to Ibiza.
Yeah.
I feel like we might do it in September.
Okay,
Do you want to come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm in.
We're taking Carly and Joe, our Australian friends, who you know.
We're not taking. We're all just going. We're
Yes, I
not
don't know why I said-
collecting.
don't know why I said
Pokemon.
that.
Feels like you're collecting people. Let's
know.
all go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They actually invited us. Don't know why I said that.
Yeah. So that's
Thanks for the invite.
any other stories? Oh, two more stories, if I may.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is the longest intro ever. First story: when we were in the airport, flew from London City. We were in the bar, and we all
best
met there. And next to us was Neil Razor Ruddock.
Nick, do you know who Neil Razor Ruddock is? Have a guess.
He's
Have a
a-
guess his profession.
Football.
Yes?
Yes,
Have a
yeah.
guess which team he played for.
Arsenal.
Very close.
West
Okay.
Ham.
Yes,
Okay.
played for West Ham, played for Spurs, and played for
Spurs.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very famous as a great passer of the ball, but a vicious tackler and an absolute drinking lad.
Great. Love it.
So anyway, next to us in the airport, so we started chatting to him. Rob, Kate's brother, is a Spurs fan, so they put him in a full Arsenal kit, including the boots, which was quite funny. And as he walked past, Razor went, Razor, got to call him Razor.
Yeah.
And when you're a Spurs fan, aren't you? He was like, yeah, they stitched me up for my stag. He's like, oh, come here. So they had pictures and everything.
Cute.
Anyway,
So nice of him.
That's great.
he was really, really, I mean, he loved it. And as he was leaving, he went, all right, lads, have a great stag. And one of the guys, Toby, went, see you later, Razor. And he just turned around and went, oh, see you later, Razor. Like this, just
What?
taking the piss out of him. And we were just killing ourselves. He was just walking off going, oh, see you later, Razor.
Oh my! I love that.
He
That's
destroyed
class.
him. He walked off.
bang on.
He walked off to get his flight and then realised he had to come the other way. Come back round. We weren't even looking. He was like, oh, bye, Razor. As he came back again.
That is phenomenal.
And Toby was there just like, I don't know why I did that. So anyway,
I
that
love
was
Toby. He's such a sweet lad.
that was
funny.
absolute folklore for the holiday.
Banter. So much banter.
But that's banging banter.
Yeah,
That's
it
so
is.
good.
When I came back to City Airport last night on my delayed flight,
Yeah.
I get there, I'm standing at luggage. I look across, I was like, it's bloody Neil Razor Ruddock again.
Again?
I went up, and I was going to take a picture. I thought, no, let me go over. I went over, I was like,
So you like
I was like, all right, you're right, Razor. I was in my head, I was like, well, he's going to go, oh, Razor. I was like, we were with you on Friday. He was like, yeah. He was stuffing his face with like cheese and onion crisps. I was like, let me get a picture. The lads will love this. I was like, where have you been? He was like, I went to Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh yeah.
And he was more hanging than I was. I'll tell you that right now. So that was brilliant.
You were sick, obviously.
I was sick
Because of the prawn.
because of the prawn.
Yes.
'Cause-
Remember.
because of the prawn.
Gotta
One
remember.
prawn.
Gotta remember.
Because of those sashimi prawns.
And the
those bastard
final
prawns.
story I've got for you, the final story is about the flight.
Okay.
And this, you're not going to like this story.
Oh,
You don't like the
no.
story, right? So, as we're flying from City, there's loads of air traffic control.
From City?
Sorry, to City.
So you're on your delayed flight.
On my delayed
On
flight
his delayed
back.
On this delayed flight.
Post prawns.
Post prawns.
Do you know what? Give me a chance.
Yeah,
Give me a chance. It's lucky I'm here. Anyway, so we're flying back to City. There's loads of delays, air traffic control issues or weather.
Adverse weather conditions.
Couldn't quite figure out. Anyway, and I was watching out the window and I noticed when they put the landing gear down, I was like, oh, we put it out quite far. We're by Dartford. So over the wall, we're coming down and then suddenly the plane goes, starts to pull up. I've never felt a plane pull up like that, not even on takeoff. It was coming to land. They were like, oh, fuck. And pulled straight up. And my stomach was going, I was like, oh, Jesus, this is not what I need. Literally went all the way up. And then the air stewardess comes on. She goes, you'll have noticed that we've pulled up from our descent. We're going to come back around and do it again. We'll give you more information in a minute. And I was like, uh-oh, what's happened here? In your head, you're like, is the problem the flight gear, or the landing gear, whatever else? And then the captain came and he was like, oh, there was another plane that hadn't kind of got out of the way quick enough at City. I mean, imagine if that hadn't been picked up. That's crazy. I mean, fair play to the captain that either he spotted it or whatever happened. But I would have said we were 15 seconds from landing.
Jesus Christ.
That's how close it was.
Gee whiz.
Yeah. Anyway, on the way out, I saw the stewardess. I was like, I was a bit hairy at the end. She went, yeah, I know. And I was like, that doesn't give me confidence.
No.
But fair play, look, there was no problems.
That's always my big. You know what?
Always watch that.
I always when we're about to take off and you're taxiing, I always look at planes coming to land and I was like, God, can you imagine if
Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised that has never
It's
happened.
quite a
It does
traffic
happen.
jam. It's very, very a finely
busy.
oiled machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well-oiled machine.
Air traffic control clearly fallen asleep on the job.
I thought you were going to be delayed because there was a fire over Bermondsey. There was a fire
Was there?
yesterday in Bermondsey. A recycling factory was on fire. And so I thought
That's not how
that
you do
smoke
it.
would have blown on. Yeah, no,
That's how you do it.
That's how
You're
they
telling
used-
me I've been separating my rubbish all this time and then they fucking set it on
That's
fire.
how
What
they
a
used
waste
to
of
do it in the
time.
What
day.
a waste of time.
used to do it that way.
How
They've-
funny that happened to you when, that story, as you would have been coming into land just after Noah had a meltdown about how she was scared of flying, which is really weird because she's never told me that she's afraid of flying until last night.
Yeah.
We were reading The Ugly Five by Julia Donaldson, and it's all about the animals of Africa, the beautiful animals and the big five and then the ugly five. And then afterwards I said, one day I want to take you on safari. We'll go to somewhere in Africa. That's the best place to go.
Yep.
She said, oh, I don't want to go to Africa. And I said, why? She went, we'd have to get on a plane and I don't like flying. And I said, every time I've been on a plane with you, and we've flown a lot together, you've been really happy. And she said, no, I don't feel safe on an aeroplane. And I was like, what makes you feel unsafe? And then she just said, I just don't like flying, I'm scared. And I was like, are you scared of takeoff or landing or being in the sky? She was like, being in the sky, mummy. And then I said, hey, Siri, it's going to go on for now. Can you see? I said, hey, not you, not now. I'm trying to tell a story. I said, hey, Siri, what's
do it
the
again.
safest mode of travel? And it said, I just don't care anymore. And it said out loud, so she could hear it, the safest mode of travel is commercial air travel. And she was like, well, I don't.
She's like, what's commercial
She was
air
like,
travel?
That answer was given to you by ChatGPT. So I said, there you go. ChatGPT just told you that the safest mode of transport is a plane.
Yeah.
And she said, well, ChatGPT doesn't know everything. And I was like, oh, that's where you're wrong, babe. It does. It kind of does. You can't
does.
really argue with ChatGPT because it does know everything. And she was like, well, I don't believe it. I was like, but darling, you don't know everything. And she started crying. She was like, I don't know anything. You're right. And I was like, I didn't say you didn't know anything. I said, you don't know everything. You know so
don't know
much. You're so
anything.
bright.
Oh,
She was like,
sweetheart.
it's all my fault. She was like, I was like,
God.
okay, what is
The
this drama?
spiral.
Yeah,
and then
this
she was
drama.
upset. She was like, I don't want to go on a plane. And I was like, well, that means we can't go back to Abu Dhabi. She keeps going on about going back there. She went, we could get a boat to Abu Dhabi. And I said, it would take us a week, darling. She went, oh no. And she burst into tears.
Oh, no.
So she was very upset after what was a lovely day at school. Honestly, she had the best day because she found out who her new teacher was going to be yesterday. And she met all her new classmates because they mixed them up in year one. And she came home, babe, I've got to read this out to you. It's the sweetest thing ever. First of all, she filled in 2 forms. The first one says, all about, and then her name, Noah. I am 5 years old.
Is
It
the
says
5 front or backwards?
Backwards.
Right. yeah, it's
One
probably-
thing I like is she's put play dates.
Aw,
Dates spelt
good.
D-A-Y, day,
Yeah.
T-S. One thing I don't like is, what do you think she's put in the one thing I don't like?
Vegetables.
Roller coasters. This is my family. She said, I drew a picture of me, as in herself, her cousin Tia, and Nanny Choc Choc, my mum. And I was like, why did you draw them 3? And she was like, I just wanted to. My favourite colour is violet.
Violet.
Nice.
Okay.
A word that describes me, I have long hair.
Oh,
And then when I grow up, I want to be, can you see that?
oh my word. That is, do you know what? That is an amazing attempt. Do you know what that word is?
I don't think I could even spell it.
Paleontologist. She wants to be a paleontologist.
Spelt?
Palyint, int,
Yeah.
Olijerist.
It's really good.
Paleontologist. Anyway.
It's very literal.
Just the sweetest thing.
Yeah,
And then old
phonetic.
class, new class. Things I'm looking forward to in my new class. 4 things. First one, lunchtime.
Really?
Second one,
I suppose playing.
snack time.
Oh, okay.
Third one, playtime.
Yeah.
And the fourth one, phonics.
Oh, really?
And I just thought this was really sweet as well. I would like to ask my new teacher, what do we do in year 1?
Like,
Is
what
that
do we
what
even
she
do here?
said?
What do we do in year 1? And I laughed and she smiled. And she was like, yeah, because I don't know what we're going to be doing.
She likes to know. She's
And
one
things
needs to
I-
be prepared.
Yeah.
I
She
like
Needs to
it.
be
That's very
prepared.
curious.
Things I
love
like
it.
doing in my old class, playing, colouring in, Friends.
Oh.
Spelt Friends. Her spelling is
Classic.
just
As
so
it should be.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was really sweet. She had a really good day, but she got upset. She'd been so good over the weekend. I've got something to tell you. I crashed the car over the weekend. Don't worry, no one was hurt. It's just Noah and I in the car. I was
Okay.
parking outside our house. I thought the car was in reverse. It wasn't. It was in drive mode. And I moved forward and hit our neighbour's van.
Why is it always you? That's just what I want to know.
You scuffed half the wheels.
I've never crashed the car. Scuffing the wheels is a different story.
Fair point.
Do you know what? I
point.
walked
Fair
down.
point.
I walked down the street the other day, and I thought, let me look at other people's wheels. What's the point? Everyone's wheels are destroyed.
I know.
It's like a scam, isn't it?
Do you know what? I've worked something out this week. There is a light grey box around the car when you're parking, and that is the box you use, not the car. I've always used the actual picture of the car. So
Yeah.
if you use that box, you'll never scuff the wheels.
We should explain that because Volvo are the only ones which do that.
Are they? I'm sure other cars do that now.
So basically, we have a Volvo, and the reason we have a Volvo every year is they have this parking feature, which looks like there's a camera above your car as you're parking
On the screen.
on the screen in front of you. So you basically have a 360-degree.
Other car manufacturers definitely do this. It's not a Volvo
I've not
thing.
seen because we test drove a whole bunch of other cars. They didn't have it. So shout
I think
out
by now they
Volvo.
will. But yeah, that's not the only reason we have it. It's a great car.
That's the reason I wanted it, and I didn't want any other cars because I hate parking.
And
So I
we
keep
still managed to
scuffing
fuck up all the wheels. But the wheels are so
Yeah.
bad. But there's a box, so just use that in future. 'Cause since I looked at the
Let's talk about you crashing this car
Anyway.
because clearly the box doesn't matter when you
boring.
drive
I
into the
feel like
back of someone else.
the box has nothing to do with that. It's just
Yeah.
the car was in reverse, but it wasn't. I definitely put the
So
car
hold
into
on, what
reverse.
is? So the car was in reverse, but it wasn't. So which one of those two are true?
I feel like we need to check the black box of the car for
Yeah,
this.
no, I
Where-
think we
what-
checked the black box of Kate's brain where she put it into drive and forgot.
So anyway, I smashed into Kieran's van. And I
Oh,
was
our neighbours across the road.
And I was like,
no.
biscuits.
Do you know that's the only good thing? It's a van.
So-
If you own a van, then it's basically a go-kart, isn't it?
Right.
Oh, it's a
anyway.
really nice van. It's a very,
No, but everyone's
very
van gets like crashed into.
pose. Anyway, I got out of the car and I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to go and knock on the door. Anyway, I get her out of her car seat. And as I unbuckle her, she went, Mummy, there's a girl at the window filming us. And I was like, what? And I didn't turn around. I was like, oh my gosh, she's filming us because I've hit the car.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go and knock on the door. And anyway, no one answers. So I messaged Kemi, our neighbour, and I was like, babes, I've accidentally hit Kieran's van. I think I made a dent. She was like, don't worry about it.
See, because it's a van.
And then Kieran messaged me later going, I hear you crashed into my van. That's all he put. And I was devastated. Anyway, he was winding me up, but I was mortified.
There's actually damage to our car, isn't there?
love
Because
it.
you showed me.
Yeah, there is damage to our car. Oh, the number plate's cracked of our car.
If you weren't being filmed, would you have still gone and knocked on the door?
Wow.
Oh, of course I would.
Of course I would, Your Honour. Your
Of
Honour.
course I was going to knock on the door.
No, tell us.
Of course I was going to knock on the door.
Anyway, let's move on. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I was, Kemi.
Yeah.
If you're watching, I was. Anyway, Kieran said, absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's a van. Like you said, it's been
There you
battered.
go.
But
See?
we've
It's a van.
now got a cracked number plate, so I'm sorry about
We
that.
might have to buy a van for our next car. Imagine
like
just
that.
rolling around with a van. You look like
As
you're
long as-
kidnapping people.
As long as it's got the word camper in front of it, I'm all for it.
I can't imagine we'd do school drop-offs in a camper van.
Why not? Fun. Pick kids up on the way. Do a little bit of carpooling.
All right.
Do a bit of carpooling. Be fun. Anyway, crashed the car. Our number plate's cracked. You've survived Ibiza. Everyone's a winner. All right, I think I'm owed an apology now from Boj.
What?
I am.
Why?
Okay, what did you do last week that you blamed me for?
I can't remember anything that I did last week. Last week, like before yesterday, it's gone.
You put your AirPods through the wash and you couldn't find your AirPods and you went, I think you've put my AirPods in your AirPod
No, I'll give
case.
you context as
Okay,
to why.
give us context. We've
We
got to
need
have context.
Context is important.
Must have context.
I remember having my AirPods out of the case, and what will happen, as with anything in my house, if something is out, Kate will put it away.
Our
Where she
house.
puts-
I mean, your house. What was I going to say?
Oh,
Your
sorry,
house.
my house.
Yeah,
in
my
Kate's house, Kate will put it away. A good example this morning, I had some Imodium out, and I was like, oh, I left it out on purpose. I was like, oh, where's that? She went, I put it away.
Where
I was
it
like,
should
did you
be.
not think that I might, anyway.
Yeah, I should have.
So I knew my headphones were out. So I said to Kate, have you put them away? She's like, no, I don't know. So I went on Find My Phone.
Yeah.
I didn't directly accuse, but anyway, it said they're out of the case.
Okay.
So they were confirmed out of the case.
Yeah,
and
confirmed.
they can make a sound.
Yeah.
So I was like binging and binging and binging and binging. Couldn't hear.
Binging.
I don't know. What is the right term? What is the right term?
Binging and
I
binging.
think it's going to be binging from now on.
I think it's
I think
binging.
it has to be. I'm just binging them.
Because it makes a bing sound, doesn't it?
Beep, 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 beep.
Beeping?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're
Yeah, but
binging.
you can't beep
Bing.
it. You can bing it.
You're binging it.
Bing is more of a...
Yeah.
John, you're binging your iPhones. Carry on.
I was binging the headphones.
Your headphones. Your AirPods.
Didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've lost them. That's it. They're done. Anyway, I spoke to Kate later. I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I've lost my headphones. Then I was like, I was binging them.
Kept binging
and
them.
she went, oh, that's what that sound was. And I was
What?
like, what?
So mine started binging.
Yours are binging.
Mine were binging.
So I was
Oh,
like,
so
I was like, hang on a minute, they were binging this morning. So you were trying to find your AirPods, but mine were binging.
So you're binging the wrong ones.
Binging the wrong
no,
ones.
I was binging the right ones.
Well, where are the
so
bing-
I
where they
thought,
According to Boj.
Okay.
but very conceivable. No, I was definitely binging the right ones.
So then he said, you must have my AirPods in your case, so you've
Which
lost
is
your
conceivable.
AirPods.
because
fine.
Kate leaves-
Of course, it's conceivable.
Yeah, I said, well,
Well,
that
you've seen
means...
what she does with her braces.
Yeah.
Her headphones are over everything. Is no, don't put them in now.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was like, you must have put them in. And she was like, I don't understand. And she went on her own. She binged her own, and her own binged off.
So you were binging yours and they were binging, but you were binging and hers were binging.
There was some bing crossover.
Oh my
So then I
God.
said, well, my AirPods must be in a coat pocket. So I made him check every single coat pocket that I have. And I've got a lot of coats.
Got a lot of
Got a lot of
coats.
coats.
And a lot of hoodies and a lot
Famously.
of fleeces and
Yep.
jackets. But he couldn't find them. Anyway, they go through the wash.
Well, no, this is what I didn't know. Kate's done some washing for me. I did some gardening in some swim shorts
Yep,
the other day.
as you do.
And they were knackered. I was like, I'm going to, yeah, well, sometimes you go. And I was going to throw them away. Anyway, I put them on the floor. Kate's put them in the wash. She's like, wash them, fold them, put them on my, near in our room. I don't know what I was looking for there. Put them in our room. I picked them
Get
up.
the
I was like,
story out. Jesus
shut up.
Christ.
Shut up. Anyway.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Yo, I'm
I
trying
get
to
it.
talk.
You've been to Ibiza and you're absolutely
Well, it's just because
destroyed.
you're interrupting me.
I get it.
It's because you're interrupting
Do you know
me.
what?
If you weren't interrupting me, I wouldn't tell you to shut up.
Fair point. Carry
Yeah,
on.
Exactly. If you're talking and I tell you to shut up, that's rude.
Yeah.
Anyway, I pick them up. I'm like, I'm going to chuck them away. And I was like, there's something in the pockets here. And it's the AirPods. So the AirPods had
Mystery
been
AirPods.
through the wash. I'd obviously done the gardening with them, put them in my pockets,
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
Totally my fault. And I was like, oh, there's no way they're going to work. Put them back in the case, charged them for about an hour,
Yeah.
took them out. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
If anything, a cleaner sound. Some might say.
I asked our community, our Boj and Kate's
Mm-hmm.
family on Instagram last night what they'd put through the wash that survived. And some of the things that have survived a 40-degree wash quite surprised me. You ready for this?
Go on.
for it.
Somebody put their phone, her name's Kate, like me. She says, my iPhone survived a 40-degree wash. Came out lovely and clean.
Do you know what? I can see that.
Play Apple.
It was
Fair
it a
play,
new
Apple.
one.
Well done.
Because the new ones are
Clearly.
waterproof, aren't they?
Waterproof. That's
Yeah.
why they had the new Lightning or the new USB-C. Because they are
USB-C.
protecting.
I think you're fine.
I think they find a protector.
Oh, is that what it's
in a
for?
circuit.
Oh,
Yes.
how
That's
interesting.
normally I go down that road,
Sorry.
Nick.
Did you know that fun fact, that tech fun fact?
I didn't know it was because of the USB. Anyway, let's move on. The
very
iPhone, things
iPhones
that
are
will
great.
survive a washing machine. iPhone.
Wedding
AirPods.
dresses. Someone put their wedding dress from their first wedding in the wash and it survived longer than the marriage. Her
Hey.
mum made the dress. It was hand embroidered with gold silk thread and she kept it afterwards because she was like, my mum made me this dress. I
Yeah.
made the marriage just
Why
failed.
should you put it in the wash? That's not an accident. That's
You
that
don't-
on purpose.
That's just called washing
I think
clothes,
she-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think she was probably like, we're getting divorced. I'm just going to put it in the wash. If it dies, it dies.
So the thing is, if you ever wash your wedding dress or wedding suit, It's like a couple £100. Do you remember we got yours done? It was a couple £100, wasn't it?
Yeah, as in you put it in the laundry, not if you wash it.
Yeah, not in your own.
If you put it in the laundrette.
They do, yeah.
Little Pickle says, I put my husband's brand new 10-year passport in the wash less than 2 weeks before their holiday abroad, and they just got the passport as well. Apparently it was fine.
What's it?
Lots of people put their passports through the wash and they've survived.
Does the chip still work? That's what I want to know.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, they went on holiday and she said all was fine, so clearly.
Fine. Okay.
Can you imagine each time they're just
Joining
going
the
to the
thing.
thing and they're
Yeah.
like, no, join the queue.
Join the queue.
Sally says, my husband's glasses, they were super shiny and clean when they came out.
Oh.
That's impressive. I wouldn't have thought glasses would survive.
Nope.
Jo Cox put her retainer in the wash by accident.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what it's for.
Now her breath smells of Lenore. Kat says, I've washed a USB stick with all my work on it. It came out and worked fine. Also, I washed my hubby's wallet with around £500 in £20 notes before we had plastic money.
Isn't that money laundering?
They were fine.
Hey.
That's a good joke.
That's a really
eh?
good
That's a really good.
It's really good.
Thank you. There we go. So considering the situation as well.
Considering the
Well,
situation.
considering, delayed flight, prawns,
Brains.
poo
Yeah, the
soup,
prawns,
Yeah.
delayed flight, yeah.
Other things that have survived: Apple Watches, hearing aids, wired headphones, car keys, van keys, calculators, cash.
Calculator. Who's been a calculator?
Someone
It's not
put
the
their
80s.
daughter's scientific calculator in just before her exam. I didn't think you were allowed to use calculators in an exam.
No.
No, I think
Did it
She
come
was.
out?
Anyway.
Could she still do boobies on the calculator after that?
Let's hope so. And this one's one of my favourites from Janet. She says, I put a heart rate monitor through the wash by accident, which even recorded an activity which I claimed as my own. That's good, isn't it?
That's pretty good. And how many people
Oh
put...
my God, this is the worst one.
Hold on. Loads of people put AirPods in though, didn't they?
Yeah. Loads of AirPods have gone through.
So
but we're
we
not
know
interested
AirPods
about
good.
that.
So AirPods
This
are fine.
story blew
Don't
my
try it
mind.
at home.
Go on.
I know somebody who turned on their tumble dryer with their cat inside.
Oh, no.
The cat liked to warm up freshly dried clothes. The owner heard the cat meowing from inside the tumble dryer and promptly turned off the dryer. The cat survived.
Well, I'm glad. That would have been a horrible story.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told it if the cat had died, would
How
I?
quickly
No, it's
did...
true.
it must have been pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Because I can imagine a cat surviving a bit like a gerbil on
the-
wheel.
on the wheel, on
But
the
it's the
mouth
heat.
wheel.
Getting tired,
The
hot
heat.
and bothered.
No, it's the heat.
Yeah.
That's
but
the
also
one.
hot and bothered.
Very hot and bothered.
Anyway, it's amazing, isn't it?
Do you know what I put through the wash the other day that survived? And it was weird because I'd been at a gig, and so I was at not a nightclub, but like a pub. And the guy who was playing was really good. Like, he was really good. He was like a guitarist with piano and singing, bang on.
Oh, singing or
And the guy I was
dancing?
with does some events, and he's like, I want to hire this guy for an event. And I said, right, I'm on it. I'll go up and get his card. So I went up, got his card, had a chat with him, put the card in my shorts. It went through the wash, and as soon as it came out, I thought, oh no. But because he had a clear film on the front, his name survived the wash.
He
so
laminated
I could Google
it.
him. He'd laminated it. So his name survived the wash. So Philip Quirk, I'm coming for you. It's brilliant.
All right, on our plate this week, I did some cooking last night because
God.
I am on a mission. I know.
Oh, God.
Luckily, you didn't have to eat it.
No, I didn't. Yeah, so...
But Nick tried it.
I did.
And our daughter tried it. Her first comment was, Mummy, I've got to tell you something. I said, what? She went,
Oh, gosh.
I'm afraid to say. I don't like this. And she pushed the bowl away. And I was like, well, tough shit, you're eating it. You
Then he
prick.
shoved her face in it.
I love the run up to this. Hello, Mummy. I'm afraid to say this.
I'm
but,
afraid to say I don't like
She's
it.
a real diplomat, isn't she?
She is. Good run up.
But she did like it in the end. I had to spoon feed her every mouthful. I went, no, when you're eating lunch in the dinner hall, do you feed yourself? And she went, yeah. And I went, it's funny, isn't it? Because I have to feed you at home. She went, yeah, but the school has rules. There are no rules in this house.
She's so funny.
I went, of course there are rules. There's a new rule now. You're feeding yourself, babe. Anyway, she said she didn't like
There
it,
are
but I
no
managed.
rules at home. Does she really think
Yeah, I
that?
was like, of course there are rules.
God, we've really let that one
But anyway,
slide.
I just wanted to eat more because Noah's got a few staple things that she has for tea.
Yeah.
And she's got to have a bit more of a varied diet in the evenings. She has sea bass once a week. She has a salmon fillet once a week. She has chicken schnitzel once a week, which your mum cooks her because I
Yeah.
don't cook her meat. She has like a veggie bolognese once a week, and she'll have like fish fingers once a week. I don't know, whatever we have.
Yeah.
Maybe she has like fish twice a week because anyway, it's just a rotating, like I just get a bit like, come on. So I made a marinara sauce from scratch using 1 onion, 3 garlic cloves, some tinned tomatoes, some tomato puree, salt, pepper, oregano, basil, a teaspoon of sugar, mixed it all up and then threw in a pack of corn Swedish-style meatballs, which are plant-based and really good on yucca, no additives.
Yeah.
Not an ad, not a spawn, I just bloody love these.
We will take your sponsorship though.
And I
We will.
and I
We
mixed
will.
them around for about 20 minutes, kept stirring. They got a little bit dry, so I threw in a bit of water as well.
Yeah.
And then boiled the pasta and served it to her. And I grated loads of Parmesan cheese on hers because she loves cheese. And she did enjoy it in the end.
Well, I mean, you've made her a veggie bolognese.
Have I?
Those meatballs are great.
They're great, aren't they?
I mean,
Really
essentially,
tasty.
Is that what goes-
it's the meat, but just put together into balls.
Yeah.
yeah, and I cut the balls up. So I thought she
So
think she
you
was
turned it
eating
into a veggie bolognese.
one. I said, you're eating. I said, you know what these are? Because she said she didn't like meatballs the other day. I went, it's burger and pasta and cheese.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was like,
sure.
you ate meatballs and pasta, babe, and you liked it. So I'm making that for you again.
Do you know what,
Yeah.
though? Because you don't normally make the bolognese, it's great that she loved it.
Yeah.
It's great that your take on it, because we have different takes on it on how we make it, and it's great that she loved it.
It's so easy to make that tomato sauce as well. Like, I know I could probably just go and buy a jar of Dolmio. which-
No,
it's
no.
like-
You
but,
don't wanna
but
do
just
that.
Sorry,
make
no offence to Dolmio, but we don't do that in this house. We
people.
make our own sauces.
Make our own Italian sauce. So yeah, she
Not
liked
that.
it, and then there was enough for Nick and I. So we
Yeah.
had meatballs and
What did
spaghetti.
you think, Nick?
I really liked them. They're really good. She actually did a good job. I had to put a little bit of salt.
Yeah, oh
And of
yeah,
course-
always.
Yeah, but you know, of
Well, I
course.
didn't want to put too much salt because I knew it was going to
Because
be
of
on Noah's
Noah.
plate.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll
Also,
season it.
Did you taste it before?
No, of course I didn't.
So she did a good job, considering she didn't taste it. She did a good job.
Blind taste.
And it was good. There was some nice, there's some nice little sort of burnt edges on it too. And I like that in the sauce. No, I do like it because
Intentionally?
there's some intense flavour. And it was really good, really nice.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Nick. Thank you.
Well done.
So I would highly recommend if you want something quick and easy and plant-based. It won't be plant-based if you cover it in cheese, but you do you. The recipe's on our page. In fact, I've already shared it, so it'll be
And
in our
also,
highlights.
I looked at the fridge today and I was like, oh, what's this? And Kate went, oh, it's a tuna pasta bake I made on Friday. Today's
yeah.
Monday. She went, do you want to take it to work for lunch? I was like,
After-
Do you
no.
even know I've had prawn seafood poisoning? Hello.
Do you know what? Kate's on hen do on Friday. She's doing the Friday to Monday. She's off
Yeah.
for the equivalent hen do.
Oh, nice. Where are you going?
Go to Mallorca.
Ah,
gonna
brilliant.
be brilliant.
Oh,
Hold
wow.
on, I'm pretty sure earlier I said on this podcast it's Monday. It's not, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Tuesday
it is.
today, yeah. We'll normally record on a Monday,
It
but the
feels
Hanson
a
flew
Monday.
back. And next week we'll be recording on a Tuesday as well because I fly back on the Monday.
So let's see how you are.
I'm slightly nervous because, I mean, all the girls say they're going to go harder than the guys. Can I just quickly read out
Why are women
some
like
of the
that?
comments from some of the...
We're going to go
so,
harder than them.
Yeah.
So
all
I'm on the
right. Oh, you're
Hindu
hard.
group and obviously all the wags of the partners that went on your stag.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Lee said last night when he got back from Ibiza, he went to bed. When he woke up this morning, he said, I saw Fred Flintstone and his little crew chasing me around the room last night.
Wow.
One of them said the night terrors are horrific. The other one sent his wife a message this morning saying, I was seeing people dancing in the room last night. So fucking strange. And then my sister messaged me saying, Lee was twitching in bed last night and now he says he's got a wee infection. And Tanya said, Rob, my brother, has got a pain in his left ball bag.
Is it?
Oh, wow.
So you're all you're the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're all on this hen group. Everyone's like, this will be us next week. And they're all much younger than us, than my twin sister and I and my big sister Kelly. And we're all staying in a villa. So there's nowhere I can run and hide, really.
no.
If it was in a hotel, you could just go off to your own hotel room, put your earplugs in. But I'm going to be listening to... Anyway, I'm taking the wax earplugs, the ones that you push in and you mould to your ears so you just can't hear anything. And I'm also taking my trainers and I'm going to get up every morning. I'm going to go for a
Oh, I
walk.
love this.
I'm going to find a little
Yeah, yeah,
I love
cafe.
this. Yeah,
I'm going to go for breakfast.
I love taking your trainers on holidays. They never fucking use them. It's
You
so...
watch.
Just
I'll
add
send you a
weight.
video
Yeah.
every morning on our little joint WhatsApp group. Go,
Okay.
morning from
No,
Lawler.
I'll say this about Kate.
Yeah.
She doesn't really drink anymore.
Beautiful.
No.
Like, you don't really get getting that drunk. So I can imagine you'll get drunk one of the nights.
And
definitely.
my twin sister doesn't drink at all. So I was
And
like,
you'll
why
stop
don't me and
early.
you get up early? Because we'll be going to bed about midnight. We'll get up at 8. Everyone's
Yeah.
going to be going to bed about 4.
Yeah, you're rooming with her, aren't you?
Yeah, so we'll get
Oh,
up.
great.
Do you reckon Karen snores?
No. But I'll have earplugs in, so it doesn't matter if she
Okay,
does.
fine.
Roll on
Melded it.
Palmer, mate.
You got really nice weather.
Have we? Yes!
Your dad was going there
So
because next
excited.
weekend is beautiful weather, and your dad was like, "Oh, brilliant! What we'll do? We'll go around Rob's. We'll have a garden party. We'll really piss the girls off." I was like, "Why will it piss the girls off?" He was like, "Because we'll be having a great time like them." I was like, I didn't really understand why that would annoy everyone.
Because it's my dad.
But he's all excited, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll come." And then I was like, "Probably won't. Actually, I'm just going to hide away and never drink again."
You actually chose a brilliant weekend to go away because the weather was horrible here.
was
It was
grim.
torrential rain. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
But the next weekend is really, really
Beautiful,
nice
isn't
when
it?
you're away. So
is nice.
looking forward to it.
This week's episode episode is dedicated to Maxine Austin.
Hi,
Maxine.
Maxine.
Sorry.
You got distracted
I
there.
got distracted because we dedicated the show to Maxine last
There was a
That
different
was Maxine Kelly.
That was Maxine Kelly.
different
Lovely. Hi, Maxine,
Maxine.
if you're listening. Anyway, this week's episode is dedicated to
Ready.
Maxine Austin.
Hi, Maxine, if you're listening.
Two Maxines on the bounce. Do we only have people who called Maxine listening to the pod?
Let's get a Max next week.
Let's.
Who knows?
Nick,
Or
where's the
someone else.
message? Did you
It's on
message
your
it to me? She says, "Hey, Kate, Boj, Nick, Noah, Baxter, and Shirley."
Everyone gets a shout.
That's
know.
lovely. I wanted to say thank you for making me smile and for the comfort your podcast brings. I first listened to Maybe Baby despite being 51 with grown-up children. That's okay. Our podcast is open to anyone of any age.
Anyone.
When I was solo travelling and having watched Kate on Big Brother, I just found you becoming my go-to comfort listen. I watched you go through postnatal depression and my heart went out to you. Noah is incredible and I love watching her personality grow. And I think you were all amazing parents to her, Uncle Nicky included, because it takes a village. I look forward to each episode and save them for my drive or gym time and will often re-listen. There we go.
All
She's
right,
a
another one.
re-listener.
Listener.
Another one.
So please
We
keep
love
them
it.
coming. And just a side note for Kate, please take a look at the impact ChatGPT has on the environment.
Oh, yes.
Lots of love and thanks for the
Ah.
laughs. Maxine, love you.
I mean, it
She's
isn't
very
great.
sweet.
It isn't great. We know.
Yeah, but
I
we're
mean,
aware of that.
everyone moaning about the environment for ChatGPT. Like, you cannot say anything if you eat meat. Sorry, you cannot.
do you know what?
You
Let's-
cannot say anything if you eat meat.
Let's
about
not,
the
let's not have an
the biggest
argument.
cause of
Maxine,
climate change is meat.
thank you for your
Anyway,
message.
that's not a diss for Maxine. I love you, but Maxine, lots of people. There's lots of stuff on
Lots of stuff.
on social media at the moment about the ChatGPT and the environment. It's all just getting
Guys,
people
we'll
riled
all
up
be
for
living in a
nothing.
hole in 20 years after the nuclear war. So don't worry, let's just move
We
on.
actually
compare,
will be.
just compare
Anyway,
it to the environment.
Another dedication.
Methane.
This is to Catherine Bays.
Catherine
Oh,
Bay's
yeah.
art.
Catherine Bay's art. She Instagrams
Are
us
we
a
hi,
lot.
Catherine?
Hi, Catherine,
if you're listening and
Oh.
watching, who knows? Anyway,
Oh God, Nick.
she emailed us. Look at, and this will be on socials. Should we put it on socials?
Yes.
And we'll put it, it'll be on the
absolutely.
YouTube. This is Baxter, as drawn
I love
very
this.
beautifully by
Drew
Catherine.
him.
And it's honestly, it just picks up his essence so well, doesn't it? That's
is
him at like 6.
That.
I
That's
think.
him now, babe. That's why
No.
she drew it.
I suppose he's quite great,
It's
actually.
Baxter now. You can see it is because she's even done his milky eyes. Not 6. You've had,
He always looked
sorry,
a bit
Catherine.
like that.
But he's got the border terrier face, but that is him right now because of how light he
How
is.
handsome he is.
It's
So
one of the
handsome.
nicest pictures of him.
So
Well done.
handsome. So
Well done,
you
Catherine.
can find her Instagram at Catherine Bays Art. We'll put a link in the show notes as well. But thank you, Catherine.
Thank you, Catherine.
We're going to
Nice.
put this in a frame and this will be part of the show art now, I think. So we've
Oh,
got a
that's
picture
a good
there.
idea.
So we just need a frame here. We'll put that next to us here. And you
Okay.
know what? If you want to send stuff in for us to put in the studio, to dress the studio,
not a
send
bad
stuff
idea,
in.
actually.
As long as it was, I'd like a caricature. Anyone does caricatures
Of who?
Of all of us.
Okay.
Do one of Nick. 'cause
You
we
mean
haven't got
like
Nick
if
there.
you know when you go to like Prague and on the bridge
Yeah,
they're drawing the
exactly
pictures?
that.
Yeah,
Should we
yeah.
go away for a weekend for us just for a caricature?
No, I'm sure someone out there can do caricatures.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
anything
no.
to not go away with you. That's all we got time for now. I am off. It's 11:04. See another podcast is due to come in the studio. Shirley, want to go for a nice little walkie?
Oh my
She's-
god!
oh.
Oh my god!
Oh, sweetheart.
Darling girl.
Zero
Wanna
to
go
anxiety
walkies?
straight away.
Come on up.
There you go.
Until next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Oh yeah. Until next week when I'll be
Oh,
back from
no.
Parma. feeling-
Revenge. I hope you're ill. I don't. Obviously, I don't.
Thanks for listening. Oh, and by the way,
Oh.
if you haven't already subscribed, hit subscribe or follow. And don't forget, you can always DM us on our Instagram. We are Boj and Kate, or send a comment or review in Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Podcasts.
And we did have a load of Apple Podcast reviews, so we'll do them next
did.
week. So if
Oh,
you want
yeah.
to do that next week. We'll do a proper reviews one.
Slide into our DMs.
Yeah.
Ta-ra!
'Cause Boj